In the year 2022, we make contact. Too bad.
We watched two movies from the early 90s that are both set in 2022, and both have...
I'm from the year 2022.
...a Star Wars person.
I got off. We're all gonna die.
Mark Hamill is a time runner.
What do we got?
A UFO, possibly.
Where the hell am I? It's him!
Mark Hamill of the Star Wars trilogy is the time runner. He's a new kind of Terminator.
You're one of them, aren't you?
Time runner.
Also known as In Exile, where in 2022, aliens are shooting lasers at Earth.
They're only hitting that like one city too. They're not like spreading it out. They've got like...
you got to get a beachhead.
We're at the United America Space Station because in 2022,
everywhere is America.
All of the nations have united, but it's called United America.
Yeah.
Right.
Everywhere's America now.
So did America take over the world?
I think
or
everyone just sort of
made everybody agree to come together.
Yeah, they just came to our side. They're like, you know what, America?
Even North Korea.
They really got it going on.
Even North Korea. This is basically a new hope. We've got a spaceship of some kind.
Running
and
from
they
a
send
large
one
spaceship.
person in an escape pod with the like key information, something.
With the plans.
Jacob
Go
should do
for
it.
it.
Oh.
Time run us through this one. Do a speed run of the plot.
Speed run of Time Runner.
Oh God.
It's kind of like a Terminator style plot.
He's a new kind of Terminator.
Terminator. In the future, shit happens. It's bad. So we go back in time.
On purpose?
And spend the entire movie in the past, which is the year they made the movie.
It kind of seemed like he was like, what year is it? And he thought he was going somewhere else?
Yeah, I think he went back in time on accident.
Yeah, it was never clear to me, like, he just went through a wormhole on accident. It was like, well, where was he going in this escape pod? Was this like a plan?
I think he was just like, fuck y'all.
I gotta get out.
I got a
here.
wormhole.
Right.
I'll be fine.
So Earth is being invaded by aliens. It's not clear at the beginning that they're aliens. So we send Mark Hamill back in time. It happens to go back. I don't know. Sort of like Terminator in that they like try to kill his mom.
Yeah.
To prevent him from existing. Which is like, well, why? Why is he important?
Wouldn't they just send somebody else though? If he never existed?
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
Would. Yeah.
Yeah, I would just hire somebody else.
Somebody else would have been trained in the program.
He's not important, really. He's just like a guy.
He's just the guy.
John Connor is important because he's like this incredible leader of the resistance. And they're like, oh, they're Napoleon. They've got this Joan of Arc. They got their amazing general. Mark Hamill's not any great anybody. He's just the guy.
He's the guy that's there.
Right.
He was just the guy. It was his shift.
I want the baby.
It never really explained that he didn't know his dad.
At least he wasn't his own dad.
Yeah, clearly he wasn't because
Terminator,
he came and his mom was 9 months pregnant.
He came and his mom?
No, he came and then his mom was... No.
He came and then his mom was pregnant?
No.
Phrasing.
He didn't do the nasty and the pasty.
Do you know the movie that started that trope?
Is it not Back to the Future?
I think there's an older one.
I thought it was
What
Back
is
to
it?
the
I watched a
Future.
movie called Time Rider, where a
Ride
guy
the
goes
time.
back in time and becomes his own grandpa.
It's basically it's a Terminator ripoff, but we're gonna say it's aliens instead of AI robots. And then instead of like unstoppable robot coming after you, it's just like any random person could be an alien. This is the great scene. I timed
The walk.
the walk. It's 2 minutes and 7 seconds long.
Wow.
finally get to each other, and it's just like, this is my jurisdiction now. Like, no reason for this. Like, no. Right, so Mark Hamill goes back in time on purpose. We don't know. With information, I guess. It all seems like it's on accident.
He doesn't even know.
Yeah, it all seems very accidental.
He lands in a laser Floyd show.
Karen,
What do we got?
a UFO, possibly.
Up to now, you've been a good little Girl Scout. Don't blow it.
So this guy, this is the bad guy, Colonel Freeman.
The
So
squeezer.
he's clearly an alien.
Yeah.
Right. So he
One of those
shows,
ironic names.
he's tracking down Mark Hamill, whose name is Michael Rayner. Michael Rayner, there's your hero.
I'm gonna need some clothes.
So Colonel Freeman is trying to track him down, and he gets to the farmhouse with this old dude who kind of helped him a little bit, not really. What is...
Oh, the cranium stranium.
Cranium stranium,
Squeezes his head.
the lemon squeeze, the brain drain,
Brain
He makes
drain.
head bread.
head bread. What was Mark Hamill doing here? What did he want? He's like, I don't know. He was talking about, like, worms gaping holes.
It was nuts. Talked about worms or something.
Worms.
We get a mention of Neela rising in the polls. Okay, Mark Hamill's gonna, like, change who becomes president or something.
Oh, that's right. And that's where I realized that it's like Terminator and Dead Zone.
He's maybe gonna assassinate the president. Everyone thinks he's like crazy. He's like, I'm from the future, and everyone just thinks he's crazy. So we meet Rae Dawn Chong, the love interest, / she betrays him, /
I don't know if at any point there were love interests.
double secret. Yeah, she seems like the love interest, but they don't really ever.
No, there was no
They don't
romantic
ever do
undertone in this movie whatsoever.
So basically, Mark Hamill realizes there are aliens already on Earth in 1992, pretending to
what
be
if those horses are
people.
aliens?
They could be. It could be horse aliens.
Horse aliens.
We never see the aliens. We
No.
only ever see them in
Yeah,
human form.
disguise.
They have weird voices.
So Mark Hamill in his full pleather outfit, his bromper,
Romper.
his 2022 leather
Suit.
bromper, discovers aliens are among us in 1992. Basically, he watched an episode of The X-Files.
So the invasion's already begun.
He has visions that like a wall
Everyone
in the
who's
room.
around him can see
And
them.
everyone can see the visions.
And did
Who's
did
making
it
these
even come
visions?
true? Like the lady was shot and she didn't even
Right.
get shot.
Well, he changes what happens.
Yeah.
But all the visions are like, hey, your mom's about to get murdered. And so he goes and like stops it. But it's like, why are these visions happening? Who's making them?
Some
No,
weird
what triggers
2022
them?
thing.
No explanation. This calendar is 28 days in October. I don't know if you noticed that.
What?
Didn't. He's noticing right now and he's like,
There's a 28-day October?
Go fuck yourself, turd brain.
Yeah.
my new favorite insult.
You think he's doing all right, Carl? What do you think Carl's doing right now?
I
We'll
still
talk
think that
about
was hilarious.
Gordon Tipple plays Arnie. So we meet Arnie because Mark Hamill and Rae Dawn Chong steal his truck
Steal his
or is it
plane.
airplane?
And he's
His
like
airplane.
asleep in the back.
Right, so they just steal a plane and they're like trying to get to an airbase or something. There's some kind of like
The old
where's
hangar.
the old air hangar at the
The
airbase?
old hangar.
What were they trying to do for that? Why were they going to that?
That's where somehow
Is
he
that
knew
where
his
his-
ship was there.
So he has to go blow up his own ship that he just came here on?
I think there's something on the ship he wants, so maybe he can get back.
I don't remember.
But they go blow it up. We don't know like what their goal is exactly.
We're in very deep shit.
But we need proof. And so does he if he wants anyone to believe his story.
Maybe that's why Freeman's after him.
But Freeman wants something more.
It's just like things are happening and we're like, "Ooh, okay.
For the first time, I feel like I'm here for a reason.
Did you read the script?
I haven't been born yet. It was the wormhole that brought me here. Aliens, right?
Who the hell are you?
You're hostage, man. What do you think?
Karen.
Karen, I remember Karen.
But this film set in 2022, some of it.
Karen just being a hated name.
Karen's the main character and she betrays him, but is a double secret, not betrayal. She's betraying the alien.
Double secret, not
She's a
betrayal.
good alien?
I don't understand.
Again, what's
She changes
happening?
her
I don't
mind?
know.
She became a member of the alien invasion force to thwart the invasion?
She's a black alien, so she's on a different side.
Yeah.
Alien races. Alien racism?
Maybe.
I don't know.
There's white alien supremacy and black alien supremacy. Black alien lives matter? Is any of this making any sense? I don't know. No! 3840 is when you laughed a lot. So we'll see if we can recreate that. in about 17.
Yes. I still think it's hilarious.
We're going to have to try to recreate it. We weren't rolling.
It was just perfect comedic timing.
It really is. Steal a plane to get to a hangar for reasons. So I'm your hostage. What's going on? Like, he's just asleep in the back of his plane, right?
Down for whatever.
And this is Arnie, and
Yeah.
he's the best character.
He's got the best timing of anyone in the movie.
He has a superpower. It's timing.
But before Arnie, I think we can all agree that what's his name?
If they're ever in trouble, he suddenly just drives up in a truck and is like,
Shows up out of nowhere.
perfect
Shoots the
timing.
guy.
Yeah, he shows up with a gun at the perfect time. He shows up with a getaway car at the perfect time. It's
He's
a
the
superpower.
time runner.
He's the time runner. It's Arnie. This actor, Gordon Tipple, is in The X-Files in 4 different episodes as
As
4
different
different characters.
Wow, that's not surprising.
He plays detective. He plays Joe Crandall, Hepcat Helm, and then he plays assistant manager. How do we do a futuristic gun?
Cool sounds.
You
Cool
just shoot
sounds.
regular guns, but you go pew 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 pew.
Oh yeah, he got shot.
Yeah, Mark Hamill gets shot.
Yeah, but he's got magic spray.
He's got Axe body spray on his belt that fixes it, but he doesn't use it. He makes her drive him away. The car gets shot. Here, watch. Multiple windows are blown, and then they're back. We intercut with present day in 2022 during the alien invasion. 2 dudes in a bunker trying to hack into Ukrainian nukes. And they say the Ukraine, which is wrong. Don't call it the Ukraine. So many sound effects.
So many.
So many sound effects. Which movie had more sound? I feel like both films were overloaded with sound effects, and I can't remember
This
now
one was
which
the one where
was
we
worse.
really noticed.
Which is
Just
why
making them all.
I have
in the
our
background.
buttons out.
Hey, ready? Pew 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 pew.
All right. That's pretty good. There you go. Let's make sure to work that one in. About every 40 seconds, you gotta hit that button. There you go. Bron Farnon, he was the guy in charge of sound effects, and he was just...
He was
Every-
just
I
like,
got-
he was like,
2 dudes in a bunker. They're trying to launch nukes at the aliens. The president shows up by himself and tries to talk them out of it.
Like, he's not going to be in his own bunker.
Yeah.
Much nicer
He doesn't
bunker.
have 1,000 people to send. He's like, I negotiated a peace treaty.
You see, I have contacted the aliens. They are prepared to stop the invasion if we end our resistance now.
But really, he's an alien.
but they don't know that?
They don't know that yet. It
president
took
will
us.
never go for
It
it.
took us until 1 hour and 4 minutes in.
And gain that are rapidly choking the life out of this great nation.
His name's Alien backwards. Oh my god. We did see, like, 20 minutes in, it was on a newspaper.
But it's like a flash.
Yeah, Neela polls something, and I wrote, oh, okay, he's going to be the president later, and they're going to change that. But they go to a rally. All these people holding signs that say Neela, and one's, like, upside down.
Yeah.
And it's like, I love that this is part of the alien plan. We're going to make a guy, and we're going to call him Alien backwards. And they're not gonna
Yeah,
know.
they'll
It's like,
never
why
know.
do that? That's
Humans.
so dumb.
It'll be fun just to fuck with them.
And I was waiting for the moment somebody realizes it. It's going to be like, he looks in a mirror, and it's Alien backwards. Oh my god.
Maybe
And it
that's
never
their-
happens. No one ever figures it out.
Maybe that's their litmus test for which species
If you're
to,
that
to
dumb.
wipe out. And if they don't fucking get it, we'll just wipe them out.
They
'Cause
don't deserve
They
to
don't
live.
even deserve.
don't deserve
They
it.
don't even deserve.
We
the
didn't
planet
deserve
they
to live
on.
for 1 hour and 3 minutes, and then we figured it out. We weren't rolling, sadly.
Sadly, should have been rolling.
There's like 40 seconds of the 3 hours that I want. You laughing, me going, it's Alien backward. That's it. We can recreate these things. So once we realize it's like, oh, he's an alien, he's a bad guy, Mark Hamill's gonna go assassinate him. So Mark Hamill goes to that rally. We have another tense walking scene. It was 1:47, so it's shorter.
But it's still long.
He's just like, hey, I need to talk to you about the future. And it's like, oh, he still doesn't know he's an alien. He hasn't figured it out.
What, did we figure out what this little car is that they
I did.
get away in? What is
It's
it?
a Lada.
A Lada?
Yeah, it's a Soviet car.
A lot of what?
Karen, you say you're not really human? Too bad. Better looking than Mrs. Carroll back home.
Thanks, honey.
Too bad you're better looking than my missus. What? It's so out of place. He's like in a different movie.
Go fuck yourself, turd brain.
Can we recreate
Right,
this?
I can't wait.
There's a beat.
I hope Carl's alright.
I can't.
I hope Carl's alright. I hope Carl's alright.
Give me that head. He juiced him.
His nips, his brain squeezed out of his nips.
Brain squeeze.
Tomorrow's my birthday. Literally.
I'm not even supposed to be here today. We get the door sound from video games, I think GoldenEye. We see the shadow of a cameraman on a crane. Somebody says, you little bag of shit. Maybe it's the bad guy says,
go
you little
pick up
bag
the
of shit,
poopy.
and then Arnie responds, eat my shorts.
I thought
he said eat my sharts.
Could be sharts.
Tear you apart, you little bag of shit! Eat my shorts!
Side bank, corner pocket.
$8 corner pocket, like he's gonna bank it, but then he misses twice, and then gets
Then
it on
gets
the third.
it, yeah, it's
the
a bad
third
shot.
shot like ricochets correctly. I was like, is this really easier than just like shooting
Hitting
the
him?
guy? Like what? So in the climax of the film, Mark Hamill is present for his own birth.
He saves his mom first, though.
Well, he has a vision. So he races to save his mom, which again, if they go back in time to assassinate him, then they'll just send a different person back. from the
That's
future.
that's
It
what
doesn't
I
make-
was thinking.
He's not
That's
an
the
important
realization I was
person.
having. He's just a guy.
He's an astronaut on a space station who doesn't realize Neela backwards is alien.
He's a guy who happens to be
We're not
there.
training you to read in the army.
Get rid of the body.
I'm an EMT from the future. I'm here to rescue you.
I'm here to take you to the hospital.
I'm not going anywhere with you. I'm gonna call the police.
You've got to trust me.
Oh God, it hurts!
Keep on pushing. Have you scissors?
He's
His
just
mom
a friend.
says his name is Michael.
He's like,
and
I
he
know.
says,
I know.
so we have an I know.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
like Empire
I can.
Yeah.
Strikes Back.
That's a Star Trek reference.
Star Wars.
I know.
Star Trek. Star Treks.
His name is Michael.
I know.
You little bag of shit. So they're in the ambulance racing to the hospital, but actually an alien is driving.
Yeah, I know. I was like, wow, they drove to the hospital really fast.
How did they know to plant that alien in that ambulance?
There's so many aliens.
It just so happened like it was Quinky Dink.
What the hell are you doing?
It won't matter to you.
Is one of you an alien?
How can we test?
So we all have to cut our hands right now, and whoever heals by the end of the episode is an alien.
I think I'm just a person.
My middle name is Nosrep.
Oh, yes, Nosrep.
Nosrep. So near the very end, we've all got guns. Of course, Arnie shows up and like shoots people with his perfect timing, right?
Conveniently.
Give me the child.
Before he shows up to save the day, Neela and his cronies are gonna kill Mark Hamill, who's holding himself as a baby.
I think he's all right, but we need to get him to the hospital.
We gotta go now.
Neela is about to shoot Mark Hamill, and Mark Hamill says,
Are you gonna shoot me in cold blood?
he's an alien. Do they have warm blood? What is it? Like, they're gonna wipe out the human race. What do they care?
Your blood is warm?
Yeah.
What? You don't sun yourself?
This is the end of Lethal Weapon 2. They're like,
yeah.
Your diplomatic immunity's just been revoked.
I think your alien visa just expired.
They kill Neela. We see a ripple in time to the future. Future Neela
gets rotoscoped out of the scene.
It is my destiny.
No!
And then Mark Hamill it's like, did he die? What just happened? Because he has no reason to travel back in time now.
He just lives a normal life in the future.
And
basically, you just have to think of it as alternate universes.
Because if he never goes back in time, that guy never gets killed.
So then he is president. Also, the alien invasion is stopped by killing one particular alien. They need that one guy to be president.
Yeah, he was super
Wouldn't they just
important
pick
to the
somebody
plan.
else? Were they like put down here as an alien baby, or like were they put there as like a fully formed adult?
No!
Did they go back to the 40s and impregnate some ladies with half human, half alien hybrids?
I want the baby.
Knowing that they
This sounds
would
like the
know.
X-Files.
Yeah, we're just getting into X-Files territory now. What do aliens even want our planet for anyway?
Space cake!
If we make a sequel, what's the sequel about?
A child's life and upbringing.
Well, if this is Terminator, the first one is like his conception, protecting the mom. So the next one is set in 2004 when he's like 11.
And Karen has been training.
Karen has gone
this
super
whole
badass.
time to become a paramilitary badass
in Mexico
to protect him.
Up to now, you've been a good little Girl Scout. Don't blow it.
Porn parody title, go. Timing it. We're
Fucker.
timing you.
Time comer.
Spray it on.
I already thought of
I got that one, yeah.
I'm going with time comer. That's pretty good.
Time fucker's better.
It's a slant rhyme.
Time done her.
They're almost on our asses! Just get off my neighbor, we'll get somewhere!
Can we think of a drinking game?
Are we playing this as you've seen the movie and you know what's happening or not?
No, this is for our fans. Who
I
will
think
definitely not do it, but could go theoretically watch the film. What's your drinking game?
you set out a drink for each of the main characters. And every time one of them is revealed to be an alien, you have to finish it.
Chug your whole drink when Carl dies.
Pour one out for Carl.
Not when Carl dies, but when Karen says, I hope Carl's okay.
I hope Carl's all right.
Hey, fuck you, Lloyd! I would say every time the sound effects guy is like... Every time you're like, all right, man, chill.
That's a
every
group
sound
vote, though.
effect's a lot. I had an idea to make this more entertaining. Get to the birth faster. They just go right away, go kill him as a baby, and so he has to go protect his mom, but fails. Mom's dead, and now he has himself as a baby. And so Mark Hamill has to go 2/3 of the movie wearing a baby Bjorn with himself as a baby right on the front while they're going pew pew, and he has to change his own diaper. And
Little bag of shit.
at the hour mark, he realizes, this isn't me, this is the wrong baby, and so he just chucks that one out the window, and he has to go like find the right one.
No!
So what did they get right about 2022?
What do you think they got right? Because I'm not sure.
How about this? The president is a traitor, a treasonous president working on behalf of
A foreign power.
an enemy foreign power. And his name is Neela, and he's an alien. Like, it's so obvious that he's a foreign plant, an agent of... It's so obvious, and yet the people have apparently not noticed.
I was at the Kremlin, naked, in bed, sipping a cold vodka with a Russian double agent snuggled up next to me.
And are still supporting him.
At least
are
half,
all of those people aliens?
Half of the voters haven't noticed that
Half of
their
the people
president,
in this bunker supported him.
Yeah. Half of the voters in the future don't notice someone's an obvious traitor. They got that. They crushed it.
Yeah.
They got it right there.
I found 11 long-range SS-20s. Where? In the Ukraine. Just...
Launch aborted.
It's over now, sir. Riker.
So Mark Hamill travels 30 years back in time to see his own birth, and Mark Hamill was 42. Does Mark Hamill look 30?
Not particularly.
I don't think so.
Does Mark Hamill look 6 years younger than me in this film? Or is that unfair because I'm a baby face?
You have a baby face, Jeff.
Billy Dee Williams talks about the power of Colt 45.
You know, I've always heard about the power of Colt 45, but I was never sure exactly what that meant, so I got some, found out for myself.
Hey, Billy, you free tonight?
Works every time. The power of Colt 45. It works every time.
How many credited writers are there on this film?
6.
I think there's 2. Wasn't there?
6.
How did I do that?
6, exactly.
It took 6 people to write this garbage? 6 people individually watched 6 other movies.
Okay, so one of the writers, his name is Ron Tarrant. This is his only writing credit. He does have an acting credit. He has several, but one of them is this. In The Magical World of Disney TV series, he played Judge Cheerleading Contest. The episode of The Magical World of Disney, the episode is called The Girl Who Spelled Freedom.
But not alien.
On the Disney Sunday movie,
Cambodians coming to live with us in our house?
she had the will to survive.
I was a slave.
They had the courage to care. Based on the true story, the Emmy-nominated Girl Who Spelled Freedom.
We don't even know if they know how to live indoors. What if they don't even know anything about bathrooms?
Well, if they don't know anything about bathrooms, it's going to do wonders for that garden I've been trying to get to.
Next, for our 12 finalists, number 9, Laura Thrash.
1, 2.
The director, his name is Michael Mazzo. He also directed a film called Empire of Ash. And he directed Empire of Ash 3, but not 2. In a post-nuclear New Idaho, a lone warrior teams up with a girl to help rescue the girl's sister from a hostile warrior clan. So, Mad Max.
Oh, it's Canadian. Empire of Ash was re-released as Empire of Ash 2.
Right.
It's its own sequel.
I was trying to figure this out. What's happening there?
No, they just re-released the same movie twice.
Have you seen Empire of Ash 2? Write in the comments. What the fuck?
It's
What
its
is happening?
own sequel.
It's like going back in time and becoming your own grandpa. Braun Farnon, who did the sound effects.
Braun Farnon.
Braun Farnon. He is listed as a composer on 8 films. This was the last one.
Oh, he was like, I'm really going to give it my all.
They're like, hey man, too many. He worked on Extra 2.
Oh, I've seen Extra 1 and 2.
I've not
They're
seen
bad.
I have. An Amazon review.
Oh, I love a good Amazon review.
This was quite an Amazon review. Let's take a step back for a moment. I wrote the sequel to this film, but wasn't able to get it made because of the studio's lack of interest. So right away, I'm like, is this just an insane person who's like, oh, I loved this, I'm going to write a sequel? Or is this like a guy working in Hollywood? I don't know. So, many hated this movie, and honestly, Time Runner 2 would have surpassed it and given people a reason to come back to this, albeit briefly. One studio actually said, quote, I would be embarrassed to give Mark Hamill a call over this.
Here's your order. Thank you for choosing Jack in the Box. Here you go. Why are you here? Well, it's a long story.
He did make me feel better by saying, I like your script. Too bad you didn't write the original. Cheap B-movie sci-fi. This is best viewed on a lonely Friday night with lots of beer and the weekend still to be lived. You have the weekend still to look forward to. You know,
I like this guy's writing style.
Not too bad if you enjoy viewing bad movies on your PC. Maybe someday I'll get lucky enough to have the chance to sell my Time Runner 2 script. I've been considering making it into an independent film with a small cast and crew. My only problem is, how would I get Mark Hamill on board?
So Mark Hamill is fucking integral.
Like, is this an insane person? Is this a dude who actually writes independent shitty movies? Is this a joke? Weigh in. What do you think? Comments. What do you guys think?
Why do I feel like that person might be serious?
I know, right? I went into this assuming this is a joke.
Eat my shorts!
Mark Hamill is a soccer fan. Closest to the right team wins, I guess, geographically.
Well, he would have been filming in Bornham Wood. I'm going to go with Liverpool.
I don't know.
Name an English. Just start saying English-sounding words until you get to a soccer team.
Oh, it's just a city name?
Chips.
Chips United.
Chips U.
Yes.
Chelsea.
The Chelsea Chips.
He's a Wolverhampton fan. Are they the Wanderers? Is that right?
Yeah, Wolverhampton Wanderers.
One
time, their entire team got a surgery which had monkey testicle grafted onto their testicles on the advice of their manager.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
Their whole team had monkey testicles grafted on?
Yeah. So there was a fad procedure
when?
In the 20s and 30s that involved having thin slices of monkey testicle tissue grafted onto
your testicles?
Your testicle in order to make you more virile and strong.
How did this not come up in our vasectomy episode? It's like the opposite of a
different
vasectomy.
procedure. It's
like the opposite.
procedure.
You're adding more balls to your balls.
Yeah, you're adding more balls to your
monkey balls.
Did it work? Did they get better?
No, it's a hoax.
Half of them died of monkeypox.
Were they okay?
And your body just rejects the tissue. That's what happens.
Ew.
Their balls fell off.
Apparently, Kemal Ataturk, founder of modern Turkey, had it done. There was a drink named after the procedure called the monkey gland, and it's there.
I think I've had a monkey gland.
The procedure was so popular, the doctor had to start his own monkey farm in Italy because it was becoming too difficult to source wild monkeys.
For their ball skin?
For their balls.
That is so cruel.
My mom just texted me to say I was not an accident.
That's nice. That's nice. It's
affirming.
always reassuring.
Just to clarify, you were not an accident.
From your mom.
So my mom's watching the vasectomy episode right now.
That's so sweet. I hope Carl's doing all right.
Yeah, I just really hope Carl's all right.
I just really hope Carl's doing
I just wonder how he's doing.
The guy who plays Neela, Brian with an O,
Yeah.
Brian, he is in Blade Runner.
Yeah.
I thought he looked
He's
familiar.
one of the replicants.
With Harrison Ford. A monkey gland. Juicy. It's got orange juice and gin and absinthe, and then to top it off, a Rarindos. Tamarind flavored candy with chili pepper filling to simulate the chili pepper taste of a monkey testicle. That's a monkey gland cocktail. Mmm.
Colt 45.
$2022 is different than I think most people expect it to be. It's a lot more normal.
What would you have predicted for 2022?
Video phones.
Yeah.
It's funny how they're all like, oh yeah, we're going to have video calls. 2001: A Space Odyssey, they have video calls. And it's like, we can do that and we don't want to. And then we don't even want to talk on the phone.
We're all over video
Can I
calls
just
at
text,
this point. Like if you had to call a customer and tell them that their order was in, and it's a video call, it's just unnecessary.
Just me like, hi!
Hi, your order's in!
Through the digital telecomputer, as Jim Clark calls it, you'll be able to go shopping, do your banking, or book a night out.
It will be $90 plus booking fee. How would you like to pay?
I'll be paying with this credit card, if that's okay.
Mark Hamill, right before he meets Princess Margaret, Billy Dee Williams is like, you can't make eye contact. Punishment of death. So here's the photo of Mark Hamill meeting Princess Margaret.
Oh my god, that is
With
hilarious.
Billy Dee Williams in the background going like, all right, let's talk about Alien Intruder.
Hey, Billy.
Looking for a few good men.
4 convicts selected for a rescue mission.
Mancuso, Nick. Navigator first class.
What's he in for?
Mutiny.
There's a freighter running dock. We're going to go up there, hook her up until we're home. There's one more thing. The Aphrodite program.
He's talking about virtual reality.
Friday nights at 5 o'clock, you all have the weekend off. Our own private programs?
It ain't supposed to happen this way.
Well, we've all seen her, right? I mean, it's the same woman.
She appears first in their fantasies, then becomes all too real.
You clever, clever boys.
She's mine.
You're crazy, bitch.
You're telling me it's alien?
What I'm telling you is that in our world, nothing like this even exists.
In charge of the last one.
Yeah, Jess is in charge of this one.
I don't want to be in charge of this one. I don't even remember why they go.
An alien entity causes a bunch of dudes on a ship to get all hot and bothered and kill each other. So then on Earth they decide we're going to send a new ship.
Fill it
Dirty
with-
dozen it, but we don't have the budget for a dozen, so we're going to
Dirty quad.
dirty quad it. We got 4 dudes. We're taking out a prison, putting on a spaceship to go
Where's the place called?
the G's
Sector.
sector.
They have to go to the G spot.
You're taking us into G sector.
You got a problem with that?
To figure out what happened to the other ship, I guess.
Except they don't tell them about this.
No, this is all need to know. Do your work and have virtual sex until you get there. At which point Billy Dee Williams will pull a double cross on you.
Is it a double cross?
Or I think he
that
just falls in love with her from the
He's-
computer things. He's
he's
seeing
just-
all their visions. He's like, wow, she is sexy.
He's just also seduced by her. It's alien, but instead of a xenomorph, it's a sexy bitch.
lady.
Sexy virtual lady.
Holographic bitch.
Who seduces...
Who has DNA.
Right.
Who comes back
Which DNA...
as
Virtual
an
DNA.
alien?
They interpret her DNA into a photo somehow, and it's just a photo of a lady.
Yeah.
Watch, I'll generate an image using the information from the DNA code.
It's alien, you're on a ship. She like seduces all the men and gets them to kill each other, like fighting over her. Essentially.
Yeah. She's like a siren.
Right.
Space siren.
This is an adaptation of The Odyssey. We're in a Home Depot. So it opens on the culmination of a previous mission into the G-spot.
Gone awry.
Where all these dudes are killing each other and we don't know why, and they're like, I saw her first.
I'm getting married. Wait a minute, remember the first time we all saw her? For God's sake, man, don't you remember what we all said? It's my fiance you're talking about, asshole.
Then we cut to Billy Dee Williams assembling his dirty quad.
What's he in for?
Mutiny.
A navigator. Who is top of his class at navigation school at Space Annapolis.
Space Annapolis.
Rated in the top 1 percentile at the Annapolis Space Academy.
There's a demolition guy.
Demolition dude. A hacker?
A hacker.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. The engineer is a drunk. He's in jail for DUI in which he wiped out a family. It's like,
Drunk driving. Wiped out an entire family on the Autobahn outside Houston.
A booze house, huh?
You know, I've always heard about the power of Colt 45.
say goodbye, dickhead. At some point they say the Kalon system has activated. But Kalon is a term in the orbital.
Kalon system activated.
You feeling horny, Mormon baby? That's what I wrote down.
You feeling horny, Mormon baby?
I think what she said is, you feeling horny, Borman baby. Because there's a character named Borman.
Okay.
But I wrote down Mormon. I was like, you feeling horny, Mormon baby?
I want the baby.
On IMDb, it says his character's name is Borman. On Wikipedia, the character's name is Dorman.
Dorman.
So it's either Borman or Dorman.
Was it Tammy and the T-Rex?
Tammy and the T-Rex. I was talking about that today, actually.
Where her name is Tammy in the title, but I think in the credits it's Tanny.
And I think they call her Tanny.
Do you remember where they went to assemble the crew? The prison?
Oh, New Alcatraz.
New Alcatraz.
New Alcatraz.
Yeah,
And they're just
that.
in like a warehouse somewhere. It meant nothing. It was totally pointless.
Earth, 2022 AD. Maximum security prison, New Alcatraz.
I liked how this was essentially the movie version of a bottle episode. And at one point they say, okay, we're going to be in this bottle, and then we're going to go meet with another identical bottle.
Yes, because they go to this original ship.
Yeah.
That was already taken over by the lady in the G-spot.
The Holly's a sister ship, everything in exact duplicate.
It's an exact copy of the ship that we're in, so
Yeah,
it'd be
I love that
identical.
bit of
I was like,
dialogue.
oh my god. You don't need to call attention to that. Like, we know all of this is shot in the back of a Home Depot. It's fine.
One of the best
It'll
bits
look exactly
of
like
shitty movie
the
writing
other-
I've ever seen.
the other
We're going to go dock
scenes.
with a ship that's an exact copy of this ship, so don't worry.
Well, hot fucking damn.
Vessel, USS Presley, Class C salvage vehicle.
The demolitions expert, his name is Lloyd. He blew an armored car, and it also took out a pizza joint, and that's why he's in jail. He blew up a Pizza Hut.
So there must have been people in the
Huts.
Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
You like to blow things, huh?
Not as much as I like to fuck.
Bet you like to do that a lot.
Well, what do you want? I got a dick with a will of iron.
Does that
Well,
mean you're a
people say,
super
like,
horny guy?
His dick's got a mind of its own.
Maybe it's hard all the time.
It's hard all the time. Billy D is explaining the mission in no detail whatsoever. He's saying, like, if we do the
Need to
mission,
know. You're free men when we get back.
And we roll snake eyes.
You die 1,000,000 miles away from home.
Well, hell, ain't that like walking into a whorehouse with the lights out?
you guys notice anything wrong with that?
It's much further than 1,000,000?
Yes. The moon is like 250,000 miles away. The G-spot they're going to, we're talking
They're slingshotting around multiple
billions
star systems.
of miles, trillions of miles away. And it's really, they're like, you'll die by the moon, kind of.
And I looked at their velocity meter at one point, and they're only traveling 500 and something kilometers
per
I would
what?
assume second at the fastest.
Earth orbit is 10 kilometers a second. It's
Yeah.
well, the delta V is 10 kilometers a second, but you've lost speed from gravity losses and drag losses. It's maybe 8 kilometers a second.
I guess it is going to take them 8 months to get wherever they're going, but
It'd be like if you walk into a prison in Leavenworth. What if it doesn't work? You'll die 40 feet from here. To replace the fact that we didn't catch you laughing,
Yes.
I'll cut this in for that.
Oh, great.
You know what I'm saying?
I love that. Perfect. The laugh.
You, Lloyd.
For your information, Captain Marvelous, I was at the Kremlin, naked, in bed, sipping a cold vodka with a Russian double agent snuggled up next to me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Male or female?
Hey, fuck you, Lloyd!
That was basically how I laughed. I threw my head back and could not stop laughing.
yeah.
I hope Carl's all right.
Hey, fuck you, Lloyd!
They call this the Weekend, their VR sex programs, and it's part of the Aphrodite program. We were talking sirens, and now we got Aphrodite.
But is she the mother of the sirens? I assume
I don't
Poseidon is probably the father.
Somebody became a goose and snuck in and raped a lady.
Somebody raped a goose.
Someone. It's a lot of, this god is bored, so he disguised himself as a goose, snuck into a lady, and then snuck into a lady with a gooseneck, and then that made a baby, and that baby is this god.
Well, big steaks take a long time to cook, don't they?
I mean,
it's like it's in the scene because
technically it is true.
The sexy lady, here come boobies. There's boobies. There's boobies in this movie. We didn't talk about that. There's boobies in this movie. This movie's all about space VR sex programs to distract them. I like how her nipples are in focus.
Yeah.
You notice that? The gun's not in focus. The nipple is in focus. So they're on their way to the G-spot, and they're doing their own sex VR programs, and she like infiltrates all of them to seduce them, but they're already doing weird sex VR things.
So she can broadcast herself millions and millions of miles.
Big steaks take a long time to cook. That's wrong.
I didn't realize that.
That's wrong.
What? No, they do take more time if they're thicker.
Sure, I guess.
Is that true? I don't know.
Time is not the factor.
Heat is, yeah, but
temperature. You can cook a small steak for a long time. You sous vide it, baby.
You like to blow things, huh?
What are their sex scenarios? Their VR porn. What do you got?
We got Western.
I'm going to the Wild Wild West. See you later, cowboy.
80s
Casablanca.
Casablanca.
Peter, I'm afraid this is the end of a beautiful friendship. Arrest him.
Mind if I finish my drink?
That's a boinker.
We got like babes, boobs, and bikes. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna call that biker one.
The biker.
That's like 50s biker gang.
Although there wasn't
50s
any
greasers.
boobs or sex in that one, right?
No, it's
There are ladies around, but I don't know if
That's
we
about it.
see any. It's more about the
There's no
explosion.
sex.
They blow up a gas station. A lady opens a bottle with her teeth.
Yeah, that's hot.
You were
That's
talking
little
about
whorehouse in Texas. That scares me. I could never do that.
You have
A breaking my teeth phobia. I could not.
Do you want to
open
try it
some-
on a high life?
Can I pretend to try it?
Yeah.
No,
I'll let you
truth,
pretend.
truth only. Let's do
It's
some-
empty.
it's
How
an
will
empty
I fool the viewers?
I'm gonna have to CG this.
Sazima.
Look at that. All the effort that went into that. That's good. That's really good. What's the name of the evil seductress alien G-spot robot?
Ariel?
Ariel. So did this predict in 2022 Ariel would be a not white?
I think
gender?
so.
Something?
I
it's
think
a thing.
that somehow
We're talking about Ariel right
it
now.
somehow predicted that the name Ariel would be relevant.
It's real
right
hot
now.
right now.
It's real hot right now.
Like my vasectomy episode that's got like 35 views.
Oh, nice.
So hot.
That's hot right now.
People are not Googling vasectomy a pagoda.
Movies.
That's not hitting the top of the charts on the
That's shocking
search engine
to me.
optimization.
Ice cold brews, served up by the most naked women you've ever seen.
We're like, does
I
she
need
have
it more naked than naked.
alopecia skin?
Skinless.
He says, this town ain't safe till that skunk-ass polecat is 6 feet under.
What's a polecat?
Skunk.
Is that a skunk? A
Really?
polecat?
Polecat is a skunk.
Why is it called a polecat?
A polecat is a ferret.
A ferret. Skunk-ass polecat. Skunk-ass ferret.
So
Or at
in
least
Europe,
it looks like a ferret.
in Europe, a polecat is a ferret, but in North America, it's another term for skunk.
This town ain't safe till that skunk-ass polecat's 6 feet under.
Dueling, Googling. Do you have
Another term for
Do you have a
skunk.
Polaroid in your...
It's me eating a big cookie.
A cookie?
Yeah.
You have a Polaroid of a big cookie.
I was at the shop and Melissa brought me a oatmeal cream pie from Rye, and the cream inside of it is so soft and fluffy.
The fluffiest cream pie.
Fluffy
cream pie.
Yeah, delicious. It's me eating a cream pie. I got cream pied.
At work.
At work.
Phrasing.
My friend Derek tried to eat 100 oatmeal cream pies in a day once.
Oh my
How'd he
gosh.
do?
How do you think it went? You tell me what happened.
20.
25 in, he's barfing.
20.5 in, he was barfing.
Oh, barfing though.
This is when I learned video editing for the first time, because we made a movie out of this. It's called Get Cream or Die Trying.
Oh my god, I love it.
2005. I think it's the hacker guy. He is explaining that the crazy bitch, Ariel, She's so crazy. In my VR world thing, where I'm a 50s biker,
she killed her dad.
She killed her own grandpa, and it's like, what? She killed a character. She killed an NPC character in your weird sex dream. Like, why is that a thing? And some other dude's like, it's not real, you know, right? He's like, she killed her own grandpa.
What about your grandfather?
Screw him.
What are you doing? This isn't my program.
So we keep seeing shots of the Holly, and it's just, we took the model and we spun it. And then when they go to dock with it,
it's stationary.
It's just stationary?
Alignment's confirmed.
Let her go.
Somebody had the idea of like, it's going to be this crazy docking sequence where they have to match its spin, and they just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
But that happens in Interstellar, the Christopher Nolan film.
Yeah, it's a nice concept.
And it's really cool, the way they pull it off, and you go to dock with it, and it's a very dramatic thing. And then this, it's like, oh, now it's just stationary, and they dock with it, and there's no tension. It's
yeah.
Like, oh, okay. They had the idea, though. So Christopher Nolan, they beat you to it, or he stole it from Alien Intruder. We forgot to mention there's a positronic android.
Oh, yeah, Data.
Crew 5 men, 1 positronic android Model 4. Mission time, 3 months into deep space.
The velocity doesn't have a time.
Yeah, it's just kilometers.
Yeah.
Velocity, 565 kilometers. Oh, man.
I just rolled the shit out of a bathtub.
So he gets his Furious 4, his dirty quad. But there's also an android who is going to be immune to space pussy. He's not going to be...
Sure, but he gets electrocuted.
And then he just steps on a grate and it gets electrocuted and it's gone.
It was funny because in the movie I was like, wow, I really would not be stepping on those grates if it were me. I would not be into that. I would be afraid I'd get shocked. And then 2 seconds later, android guy's running over it and he's getting shocked.
This place is a goddamn minefield.
It's just like we set up, well, there's an android on the ship. He's not going to be seduced. He's not going to go crazy.
And just threw him away.
And then he gets electrocuted. And like, did she electrocute him? He just stepped on a thing he wasn't supposed to step on?
I don't know.
He's just gone.
I wasn't paying attention.
Oh my god.
Taking diagnostic for infection. You mean we catch VD from these programs?
We're gonna need a lot more than lambskin to protect us.
I don't think lambskin protects you.
I think she's going to give them like a brain
STDs.
virus.
If it's like a futuristic world, haven't they thought of a better way
I think it's
to
just
protect sex
it's a slang
than
term for
condoms?
condom, like Jimmy hat.
It's like
but
a
there are
specific
lambskin
type of condom.
condoms.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Also,
I would find a way to invent
It's a
something.
like computer program. They need Norton antivirus.
McAfee. They need John McAfee.
It's a virus of some kind, only I think it's screwing up every system we have on the ship.
Use the antiviral program.
I tried that. Nothing happened.
Somebody says, quote, holographic bitch.
Same.
The most well-lit ventilation shaft
That
of all
could be
time.
your pop star persona.
Holographic bitch.
Hello, I am
bitch.
holographic bitch.
So she turns them all against each other.
These guys were firing at each other, and the winner cooked himself.
Hey, cup of coffee too much for you?
You killed her.
You know I live for caffeine.
You killed her! God damn it, you killed her!
You need to try some decaf, Peter.
They have normal guns that go. What did they get right about the future?
People are horny.
People are horny.
Yeah.
Dudes be fucking horny. Dudes are lost in their VR world
VR
trying to
sex
get
world.
some
Oh yes, the
POV
VR
sex.
world.
Yeah.
A dude is trying to make a point that she's an alien. Corrects other people that are saying her, and he's like, "It's an it, it's an it." So we've got gender pronoun stuff going on.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right, 2022, we're doing pronoun stuff.
She's mine.
So jealous.
It's not a she.
It's an alien, or is it a software malfunction, though?
I think the G spot in space is a place where some alien force doesn't want you to come, so it infiltrates your computers.
But it wants you to come.
It wants you to come, but it doesn't want you to come.
You like to blow things, huh?
Yeah, I think it's some sort of alien defense mechanism to prevent breaching of a zone.
Dudes obsessing over fake women, Instagram thoughts that are just filters. Catfish. It's a catfish. Porn parody.
What's the title again?
Holographic bitch.
Alien Intruder.
It is its own porn parody.
I have Alien Intrude-her.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Or Ariel Holographic bitch.
Areola Intruder.
Right.
Okay, let her rip. Okay, Skylar, let her rip.
Let her rip.
Sequel. What's the sequel about?
They send just another fucking ship.
Did we say how this film ends?
Maybe they send a ship of women, and
did they get bisexual?
Lesbionics happens.
Lesbionics.
Yeah.
Is that a word?
It is now.
It is now.
McClellan, BJ, you stay on the bridge. Mancuso and Crane board with me. Prepare to board.
How does this film end?
Rightly remember.
Do they all die?
The one guy escapes in the pod and he blows the ship like at the end of
but
Alien.
what's her name is in the pod with him.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Goodbye. I know it's gonna be a little cramped, handsome, but we'll make do.
Following the Alien model, what's the sequel? There's a mining colony that gets invaded by 100 Ariels.
Yeah.
Including a Queen Ariel.
And they send him.
He goes back to the prison and she goes there and she's just really
They become
hot.
pen pals.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. She goes a separate way. She goes about, like, she just starts a totally different life.
Yeah, she starts a nail salon.
But she writes letters to him and sometimes comes for conjugal visits.
Okay, well, you did time served and he gets out. And they, like, date for a couple months, but it doesn't really work out because, you know, she's an alien bitch.
Way hotter than him.
And then 30 years later, Ridley Scott makes a prequel about the architects that designed her using black goo.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Little bag of shit.
Do you have a drinking game idea?
A booze house.
Every time the lady is hot.
Just drink 6 beers before you start the movie.
Every weird sound that you hear.
Every weird sound.
Just drink 6 beers before you start the movie and
watch it
It's a
without
sobering
any
game.
sound.
Yeah.
You get really, really hammered first, and then you drink water every time something happens.
Yeah. How about
And you
that?
sober up. Who is better, Billy Dee or Mark Hamill?
My shuttle escape pod went into a wormhole.
A wormhole? What is that?
It's a time displacement which brought me here 30 years in the past.
Billy Dee didn't get as much screen time, I don't
Billy Dee
think.
doesn't have a lot to do.
But he's pretty charismatic. Look at him. Look at
He's
him.
better.
Look at him.
Both films have a lot of bad hacking.
But nobody says, I'm in.
And that's really
They
sad.
don't. They're always saying, like, I can't get in. I can't interface properly. I can't get the thing.
Connection system lockout. Please try another directory.
Now you push those buttons right and get this baby home.
Halon system activated.
Diagnostic for infection. It's coded, like our DNA. What do you got?
I think I'm onto something.
And the system is so outmoded, I'm having trouble breaking the security code.
Damn it! This stuff is 20 years old, Sims. You can't expect miracles. All we've got! Make it fucking work! We've got the launch codes.
Don't do this.
Hacking crap. Hacking crap.
Talk to me about
Speaking of
Billy D.
hacking.
Colt 45 commercials.
Well, we just pull one up.
Billy Dee Williams on body language.
You know, body language tells you a lot about what a person's thinking. For instance, that means she has an interest in the finer things in life. That means she also wants a little fun in her life, but only with the right man. And now she's pouring a Colt 45. And we all know what that means.
I love when they pour it in a glass. Like, who in the history of drinking has poured Colt 45 into a glass?
I gave you a glass. You guys didn't use your glasses.
No, why did I do that?
I'm not a.
It's in glass
I wouldn't
already.
like to dirty the cup when I already have.
I'm just trying to show off my pint glasses.
Show them off somewhere else, buddy.
The company at some point said, it's named after the Baltimore Colts running back, somebody who is number 45.
Oh?
And not the gun.
The power of Colt 45.
Interesting.
Works every time.
Where did you come from? What happened? How did you
Where
get
did
here?
you come from,
How did you get here? All right. So, what is the motivation of Ariel, the space bitch, holographic bitch, space sexy alien? What is her
fucking
motivation?
clue. No fucking clue.
Horniness
If
to
I had,
kill men.
if I was going to write it into a larger context, it's some sort of alien defense mechanism.
They're protecting their G-spot. I've got an interview with actress Tracy Scoggins. Throughout the whole movie, the audience wonders why she is doing this. It's funny because at the end, you find out she is just an asshole. It's actually very witty.
She's just an asshole.
So it's one thing to be like,
she's bored.
She's just bored. She's
She's
just
just
doing it for
bumbling
fun.
along out there in interspace.
Which could be fun, but then to say it's actually very witty. It's like, is that witty?
No, it's not witty. That's the opposite of witty.
What do we know of Tracy Scoggins? She was in at least one episode of the following TV shows. There's many more. This is a selection. Dukes of Hazzard,
Okay, yes.
Remington Steele, Dallas, The A-Team, Hawaiian
like
Heat, TJ Hooker, Dynasty she's in 10 episodes of, Doogie Howser, Deep Space Nine, Wings, Silk Stockings, Babylon 5, Felicity, and the big thing, she was in a show called The Colbys, which is a spin-off of Dynasty. And here's the highlight, Manimal.
morning.
Manimal is a TV show that only made it 8 episodes.
Oh, I love those.
She's in one of them.
Manimal.
She starred in a 1992 straight-to-video film called Demonic Toys.
Oh, I've seen
Love
Demonic
that.
Toys.
You've seen Demonic Toys.
Yeah, it has like many sequels. Doll Man versus Demonic Toys.
Alan Spencer, who's a somewhat sort of famous script doctor. He's a script doctor on a lot of things, which means if you look at his IMDb, there's like nothing on it because script doctors never get credited. He got put in charge of a pilot for CBS called Galaxy Beat, and he cast Tracy Scoggins. They didn't sell the pilot. This show never happened. But Alan Spencer said about Tracy Scoggins, quote, "She is one of the funniest people on Earth."
It's a big claim.
Damn.
I know. Was she funny in this movie?
Yeah.
I'd probably
Crazy
agree.
holograph bitch who's like seducing dudes, and she's having fun. Dorman. I think his character's name is Dorman, but it could be Borman. Played by Jeff Conaway.
Okay.
Jeff Conaway is in Grease. He's Kanicki.
Kanicki, yeah.
Did you recognize him?
Interesting.
Is that the exploding dude?
Oh, come on, sport. There's no need to be so melodramatic.
He married Rona Newton-John.
Oh.
Olivia's sister.
Wow.
Oh no. Hey, anybody, can I get a hand? The power of Colt 45.
You looking for something?
Oh, thanks, baby.
Yeah, let's go party.
Works every time.
All right, I got a fun fact for you. Dee Dee.
She's like, please, Pat.
I am trying. I'm a producer, man.
You're a producer,
you have an
man?
idea on a low-budget, shitty film we can make. Pitch to me. Why should I, low-budget man who doesn't want to spend any money, make this film?
Okay, so first of all, there's no rape.
No
all
rape.
the sex is consensual.
I don't care about that.
Almost.
All I
There
care
was
about
almost
is
that
it's
rape
cheap.
scene.
I just care about cheap. Go.
Yeah, we're gonna get one set, but don't worry, we're gonna
Clarify that it's
gonna
different.
clarify that every other set is just a copy of this set.
Okay, that's good. Won't we get bored of watching a Home Depot for an hour and a half?
No, because Home Depots have multiple locations. You got your wood department, you got your bathroom department, you got your gardening department.
We're gonna put a hot chick in it.
Space gardening.
Yeah, but not too hot that she costs a lot of money.
They weren't only on a spaceship. The VR shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you could probably go right outside of the Home Depot.
So the back lot of the Home Depot.
Yeah.
Maybe the production company happens to have some kind of Old West set laying around.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Because they're also making...
Here, nobody likes to hang out at Spawn Ranch anymore.
Early 90s, we happen to also be making what? I feel like this is guessable, and I'm trying to get you to guess
sci-fi
it.
Western show with...
It's not sci-fi.
With
It's just a Western show.
In the early 90s?
Yes.
Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman?
Yes. Sharp-eyed viewers may think Western town scenes look like the same town from Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman. Indeed, it is the same Paramount Ranch.
Wow.
That's funny.
I've got the DVD cover of Alien Intruder.
In the year 2022, we make contact. Too bad.
That's a good one.
Oops. I've got an Amazon review. Quote, avoid it like the bubonic plague. Be prepared to spoon your eyeballs from your sockets if caught in a room where it is playing.
There were boobies in it.
There's boobies.
So
It wasn't that bad.
I would keep my eyeballs.
All right, everybody.
Mostly forgettable.
If you want to watch a sci-fi film set in the year 2022, what is it?
The first one.
Like the first one better.
Time Runner.
Time Runner. Soylent Green. It should be Soylent Green.
I forgot.
I wrote a film. Alternate title on my script is Soylent Brown.
Oh.
So here's the concept. You have a valve in your esophagus, and so you eat all you want, and instead of it going to your stomach, it goes into a tube that leaves your body into a pouch.
Wow.
Bulimia without the vomiting.
Okay,
So you eat all you want. You drink all you want. It goes in a pouch. Now we take those pouches of pre-chewed, sort of
Soylent
a little
Brown.
bit digested by your saliva, and then we like irradiate that, and we can send that to poor countries.
Oh.
How do you convince Americans to help poor people?
Trick them?
There's got to be something in it for them. It can't be charity.
You can sell the bags?
You trick them.
You lose weight. You eat all you want. You help some poor people, I guess. Anyway, first is winter. You go in Time Runner.
It had more of a plot. Not much more of a plot, but a little more.
Eat my shorts!
There's more action in that one.
When they weren't spending 2 minutes having a dramatic
walking
two people
sequence.
walking towards each other.
It was more interesting.
When it was bad, it was more funny bad.
I've got it. Have you scissors?
Arnie's great.
Yeah.
Arnie.
Eat my sharts. So Jess, you're also going Time Runner.
Carl.
I'm also going Time Runner.
Unanimous.
But
no boobies. I forgot about that.
No!
Sometimes you don't need boobies.
You just watch Time Runner and pull up boobies on your phone.
Yeah.
It's better.
Yeah,
it'll be a
that's
better
nice.
experience than Alien Intruder.
This is a better experience than Alien. Turbo Teen.
Look at that butt.
Turbo Teen.
Turbo Teen?
Lightning forced me off the road. My car skidded into a government laboratory where a top-secret experiment was underway. I swerved into the path of Dr. Chase's molecular transfer ray, causing me and my car to become one. The incredible Turbo Teen!
Hey baby, where are we heading?
Back to the moon. Colt 45. Works every time.
What?
Rotten Tomatoes says Alien Intruder is better.
They're wrong.
They're wrong. We could have added a third film, I think.
Another 2022?
It's not in 2022. It was made in 1987 in Australia, and it's called Time Guardian, starring Carrie Fisher. So it's time travel and another Star Wars person.
For over 500 years, this city has been your mother. Now the city will be ours. This is not a skirmish. This is a war. We must have the city.
No.
Petra's our 20th century expert.
Expert? I come from the future, from a city that travels in time, and we can choose what time zone we want to appear in. Right now, it should be around the end of the 32nd century.
Are they human?
Only by a stretch of the imagination.
And what about you? Are you human?
Storm the city. Destroy them all.
Time Guardian, starring Carrie Fisher, Princess Leia in Star Wars.
Just so we understand each other, mister, the moment that circuit closes, I'm in charge.
The hell you are!
Let's get these tin cans. Go, go!
Time Guardian. Things are going to get pretty ugly in the year 4039.
Whoa, I kind of like this already.
Right?
Whoa.
This looks fun. Carrie Fisher's got a weird future bra.
Whoa, that looks great.
Having not seen Time Guardian with Carrie Fisher, would you recommend to our viewers, don't watch either of the films we watched, watch Time Guardian?
Yeah, definitely.
Just based on the trailer, I would say
it's more likely to be good.
Take a bet on that.
It's way more likely. We haven't watched Time Guardian. We're recommending Time Guardian.
But I'm probably going to now. Want to watch after this? You can go home. Me and Jeff will watch Time Guardian.
Here's my question. We've got shitty low budget Carrie Fisher in a weird space bra. We've got shitty low budget Mark Hamill traveling through time. We've got shitty low budget Billy Dee Williams is in a spaceship. Why did no producer be like, hey, I can get 3 of the Star Wars people and we can make a weird shitty low budget movie with Mark Hamill and Carrie Fisher and Billy Dee Williams all in one movie?
I think you sink your budget into one or the other.
You can't get all 3?
You don't have enough money for all 3. It's like a soccer team can't afford...
Too expensive? Mark Hamill and Billy Dee, too expensive for one movie? I know Harrison Ford's not going to be in it.
No, that's big money.
They're not getting Harrison Ford.
Hey, kid. It ain't that kind of movie.
But they could get a bunch of. They
know
could
what
get
you could
Kenny
do?
Baker and
Krause.
Peter Mayhew
You probably
and
get
David
Krause.
Krause but no, we have to go watch 40 different movies because they were all doing their own thing.
Maybe there was like
Definitely.
a stipulation in their contracts that so many of them couldn't work together on the same film.
Without being a Star Wars
George
movie.
Lucas.
Without
thought of
George
that.
Lucas getting it. Hey, where's my cut? I want my cut.
If you guys were in the same room, it's technically a Star Wars film.
You little bag of shit! Eat my sharks!
No!
I got a dick with a will of iron. Ain't that like walking into a whorehouse with the lights out?
I just rolled the shit out of a bathtub.
Space cake!
I got off. Holographic bitch.
Go fuck yourself, turd brain. I tried that. Nothing happened.
I hope Carl's doing.
Yeah, I just really hope Carl's all right.
I really hope Carl's
I
doing.
just wonder how he's doing.
I hope the Queen's all right.
Of a monkey testicle. Oh, that one was around.
Just slashed me over here.
Power of Colt 45.
Fucking louder, man. Are you whispering? Good lord. Ah. Who are you talking to? An ant on your chest?
You've totally made me nervous.
Well, it's hard to pour from the side of the can, I guess. You can have
I'm pretty sure I'm not recording still, am I?
Do you see a clock ticking?
Yeah.